community. I can't have true love and community for myself if I don't show the same for you. There is no success for me without success for you. I am who I am because you exist. There is no me without you. If we just get that in our minds and in our spirits, we'll understand that whether it's educators or students, we will understand that it's not about me, but about us. So the challenge for us today is to define or redefine who we are.
That's good.
Not based on what the world tells us. Because the world would have told me that nothing good can come out of Wagner Projects. Nothing good would have come out of me being a young single mother. Nothing good would have come out of me being surrounded by just deplorable conditions. Yet, I know that I am created and purposed for greatness. I've got to know that. You've got to know that. Students, you've got to know that. Despite what the world is trying to tell you, not based on what's depicted on television, not based on our lack of resources, but based on the beautiful, amazing, brilliant, divine human beings we are purposed to be. So my challenge for you today is to define who you are, who we are, as educators and students, understanding that you are the rose and we are the roses. Whether the concrete is a substance that continues to pour on top of you to keep you stuck, to keep you down, to keep you in bondage, to keep you covered or boxed in, remember that crack in the concrete that I referred to earlier? We are to seize the moment, this moment, and break through and break forth and bloom despite the hardened hearts around us. Whether it's a rose that's born out of cohesiveness, of our people growing together beyond our situation or circumstance, we have an opportunity today to come together concretely and succinctly, solidified in unity, making a way out of no way, providing for our schools with our own resources, loving on our teachers who are overworked and underpaid, saving the much-needed jobs for those who put on events like this, but businesses don't want it, for our pain is profitable.
Right.
We must ensure we continue to come together and bloom even when concrete structures are trying to weigh us down and take us out. Today, you have the opportunity to define or redefine what education looks like for our Black communities. We have an opportunity to affirm, encourage, and empower current Black educators while inspiring our future young Black educators. Let me pause right here. My daughter is a graduate of Teach for America, and Teach for America gets a bad rap, amen. But it's not Teach for America, it's what you do with Teach for America. So instead of us degrading and demeaning Teach for America, it's a free not free, it's a better opportunity for someone of color to attend grad school at little cost.
Amen.
So it's what we make of it. So let us be careful before we speak death into an opportunity for our young educators to grow up and to be the teachers so we can see more teachers that look like us.
All right.
A rose that grew from the concrete is an affirmation of self-love, communal success, and powerful identity. A rose from the concrete is a statement of beauty, community, and Black power. A rose from the concrete is a hope that surpasses the hardened, dehumanized, self-centered, egotistical, white privileged thoughts of the world and manifests in equality, communal support, bold identity, holistic education, and a beauty that surpasses vain deceit.
All right.
Asada Shakur states that we should create media outlets to help educate our people and our children and not to annihilate our minds.
Good.
Are you ready to take the responsibility of educating ourselves for ourselves and by ourselves? Bell Hooks states that being oppressed is the absence of choice. Are you ready to be liberated and free? Janetta B. Cole states, while it's without a vision, the people perish, it is doubly true that without action, the people and their vision perish as well. Are you ready to act today? Melissa Harris Perry states that we never invested as much in public education as we should have because we've always had a private notion of children. Your kid is yours and totally your responsibility. We haven't had a collective notion of these our children. So part of it is that we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities. Children belong to whole communities. Are you ready to concretize? Are you ready to grow together? I am because you are. You are, therefore I am. We are inextricably bound. Good, not so good, amazing, and different. Are you ready to change the game? Are you ready to be the rose that grew from the concrete? Are you ready to step out from the status quo? Are you ready to declare that we are community? We are unstoppable. We are unbreakable. We are undeniable. We are the rose that grew from the concrete and will continue until the cracks of oppression, until the concrete of oppression and marginalization and poverty and dehumanization. We will create cracks in those systems until they are no more, until we become the bed of roses with teachers that look like us, that look like us, that look like us, with books and well-equipped schools and reduced suspension and impeding the school-to-prison pipeline and putting together after-school programs and enrichment programs and the arts and mindfulness and Black history and nurturing and encouraging our teachers to do all things because they can. Are you ready to be the rose that grew from the concrete, dreaming big and becoming who we were destined to be? Because we are destined to be great. The rose that grew from the concrete is you, and you, and you, and you, and you. The rose that grew from the concrete is you, and you. You've got to know that. You've got to know that because when you know that, you begin to shift the atmosphere and just watch great things bloom. Thank you so much for having me.